welcome back to the channel. I am TechyPlayz, and I am back with some more Pokemon Legends ZA. At some point, we will finish this game. I thought it was going to be months ago, but no. Yeah, quick little overview for those who have just been watching the Pokemon videos as they come out, which, you know, fair. There are people who are just into Pokemon and will watch channels just for the Pokemon stuff when it comes around. So, little housekeeping right out of the gate. Heartopia is a fun game. We're gonna enter the hotel now because I don't want to deal with the day-night cycle. This might trigger a cutscene, and it did. So we'll address the. You mean no? But we'll address the dialogue box here in a moment. So, as everyone might have seen, there's been a lot of Heartopia on the channel. Similar to how a couple autumns ago there was a lot of Phasmo on the channel. This is a variety game channel, but it's very apparent when I get hooked into, or me and a couple others, two in particular usually, get hooked into a game, we kind of just like it takes over the channel for a while. I've been doing a lot better at sprinkling in some other content for you guys here and there. There's been some Minecraft, some roadside research here and there. Whereas with the Phasmo thing, that was like 3 months straight of just Phasmo. So like I've already done better with this one, even though it's overtaken all of my games on the played hours on Steam already. Which is sad because Destiny 2 was at the top of that list for like literally like 5 years. Which is sad. But it's whatever. Phasmo was in second place, and still, like, we're not counting Heartopia, it would still be in second place. But it just right past it now. How about this, the blurb.
Hi, how are you?
There it is. Is delayed. Okay, so blurps are delayed. Hello, 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 hello. And the message, I don't know if at the bottom right hand corner of the actual gameplay section is even more delayed than that. Wow. So keep that in mind for the rest of the stream. Blurps and the little thing. Yeah, Pokemon I see. Yes. Yes, eventually I will finish this game. But I don't think I have the time to finish it today, but I am going to try to get as far as I can. So yeah, when last we left off, we had received a call that we were going to do our first favor for the Rust Syndicate, aka the Loan Sharks. So we had just come off of another 3 Rogue Mega Evolution boss battles, and this is what we're dealing with now. Naveen's like, we all survived another round of calming rogue Pokemon, but where's Tawny? She didn't come back with you. Yes, she said doubtful. Look, I can hope, alright? I think I remember Tawny said she was going to go out helping people again, which, you know, got us into the Rust Syndicate situation in the first place. So, yay. But, you know, that's what she's doing. Really? Got time to help everyone else, but not the friends who have to clean up her mess. Yeah, that seems about right. Hello, hello, I figured you might have arrived back at the hotel after this long. I suppose I can drop the act. Look, we are all always watching. We are always watching you. You're smart enough to know what that means, right? So how about it? Ready for this first job? A small bunch of troublemakers holed up in one of the old buildings in the Blue District. I need you to teach them a lesson. Wow! Make a wish upon a star. No, that's not how that works. If the rest syndicate takes direct action, it could draw a bit too much attention. That's why I like Team MZ to handle this for us. Just think of it as doing the city a service. Anyway, don't let me keep you. Good luck. Firmly grasp it.
Firmly grasp it!
I firmly grasped it. Now what?
I'm in danger!
Danger crab raid. Oh, I thought there was another one coming, but no, that was just the delayed thing for the crab raid. Okay.
Alright guys, you do know that there's no actual Candy Mountain, right?
Shun the non-believer! Shun!
And now I'm being shunned. Wang. So the Rust Syndicate is putting us to work after all. Why would say yes finally? It seems so. Guess we don't.
So you have chosen death.
Jesus. Hi. Hi. You've already made quite an entrance, but hi. Hello, 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 hi, hi. Guess we got no choice but to get started. So we need to teach a lesson to some troublemakers in the Blue District. I don't like the sound of that. I wasn't alone in that. Oh, I know. I see the whole ensemble of chaos. I'll just see this out. You don't. Rude. Rude. I might suggest we leave dealing with any troublemakers to Jacob. Even I can think up of other ways to get some cash flowing to fix all this.
Here's an axolotl supposed to be there. If you ask an axolotl, they'll be back tomorrow. The model's in and then the axolotl's gone.
That one was a bit quieter than normal, so I turned up the blurb thing just a smidge. That's me, Jim. Okay, I read about that one. Maybe Emma could use some part-time help. Well, I'm already kind of doing that too, so. We'll have more selling commissions. Yippee!
Hi, how are you?
Hey, how are you? Thank you for all the burps. The blurpity blurpity blurps. All the.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, how are you? Alright, so we need to go.
I'm in danger!
Yeah. Alright, we need to go to the Blue District. Okay, that's okay. But still, like, there we go. Oh, yeah, I forgot there should be a marker for that. So we'll travel to Cafe Soleil. So let's see. Isn't one of these shovel makers? Correct me if I'm wrong. But one of those is this Rest Syndicate grunt. I thought they weren't getting directly involved. Not triggered that just yet. The one was. If you're gonna meet me, that's no direct involvement. What is this going on? No, wrong person. No, not gonna do that. They just started renting. Okay, so these are not the troublemakers. But still, no direct involvement because he's standing outside the building. That's visible to the public, which you don't. It's what they're trying to avoid, but you know. So you just started renting out this building. And a bunch of troublemakers moved in the wall. It was empty. They haven't left. It's a real pain. Head on in if you're ready to take on those troublemakers. Yeah. Over there. 2 Gengars and a Ghastly? You do realize this problem could be solved with some Ultra Balls, right? See that crowd of wild Pokemon? They're the troublemakers. I'll let you handle this. I'll be over here in the corner until you're done. You're just gonna sit there and Here's a comment that I'm trying to make. I shouldn't because it's a Pokemon video, and the target demographic for Pokemon videos needs to be more friendly. Darn it. I got you, Gengar. Alright, I should probably take out the other 2 now. Oh, son of... Did they take themselves out? What the... I mean, I probably should have caught both Gengars. Because I didn't know if I got the better one or not. But it's regardless. I got a Gengar. So, like, that's awesome. Does that mean it's finally time to take Absol off the team? I don't know. I mean, Absol's been really good. Absol has been one of my most solid members of the team. Has torn through more enemies easier than the rest of them have had a time with. Like, basically have had little to no like points of frustration with having Absol on the team. But if we all roll back time a bit to when I first obtained the Absol, which was a guaranteed encounter throughout the introduction to the Rogue Mega Evolution tutorial, basically. I said like temporary team member. We'll use it for now because it's first Mega, and now my whole team can Mega. And I really don't want to get rid of anyone else. I mean, I don't at this point want to get rid of Absol either. But Absol is my current ghost coverage, which is not stab. It's just a coverage move. It's my dark stab, which has been really nice to have on the team. Which is why I'm also like I don't really want to do it. Because it's been a really good dark type. But at the same time, Gengar. Gengar is my go-to ghost type Pokemon. I haven't used him since Pokemon Shield. I mean, content removed, including, well, I didn't do content on Shield, but like, pretty much, okay, so for Pokemon Shield, which I did do some Pokemon Shield content. It was when completing the Pokedex for home to get Shiny Keldeo or something. It was when I was doing a run of like completing Pokedexes for shiny mythical reasons for Pokemon Home. I did a little bit of Pokemon Shield content. And we'll get back to the gameplay in a moment. I'm going. It's tangent time, story time, whatever. So I believe I used Gengar during those, or at least started with having Gengar using, and then I think I swapped out for Marshadow because I needed to level up the Marshadow. That's the only game that I could put him in. Hopefully Marshadow can go into Winds or Waves because definite. Or maybe in this game. I don't think I'm going to do too much team swapping out. Especially because I'm having such trouble with just one spot. But yeah. But I like Gengar is like one of my top Pokemon, like my favorite Pokemon pretty much. There's a couple like that I'm like, yeah, they could be competing for top spot, but like for the most part Gengar has been my favorite Pokemon for quite a while, and I haven't been able to use him very often because he keeps getting like too late in the game to like really go around and just train up and like get him caught up or whatever, which I'll have to do if I do make the swap here. But like with Scarlet, my starter evolved into Skeledirge, which was a fire ghost type. I was like, well, I'm not going to double up on ghost types. And then I swapped that one out for Hisuian Typhlosion because it was a Mightiest Mark raid catch, so it had all 6 IVs. And the same typing, so it was basically just a straight swap across. So I didn't ever have any room for Gengar on my Scarlet team, and that's the one that I've made the most Pokemon content on that game. Because I also did the Pokedex thing for the shiny mythical. That one I think that was Meloetta. But then I'm gonna continue to play a little while the only reason I really stopped playing all together when I do these little chats is because like I'll run into dialogue, I'll run into like cutscenes and this that, and like if this was just a run around and just do game and you didn't have a whole lot of story aspects to like pay very close attention to in order to progress the actual plot, I'd be more inclined to do both. Where is... Oh yeah, he was in the... Yeah, I completely forgot about him. Is it done? Did you get rid of those pesky Pokemon? You didn't even watch. You just stood out looking out the window. Okay. Thank you so much. Now I can finally get started on moving my office here. Pretty impressive. The person you sent did the trick. Thank you very much. Of course he did. The rest of Nick's job is to look after any citizen who needs help. I was just stopping by to make sure you handled the job properly. You're getting not very busy. You must know there are a lot of wild Pokemon coming to Lumios these days, right? Preserver Go's Holotech does a pretty good job of keeping them in set areas and out of trouble. But some make their way into the city and cause problems for people and other Pokemon. This trend has forced some Pokemon out of their usual habitats and into our living spaces. It's tough not having a place where you belong. It was the same for me back when I was a kid. Trauma! When you went through something like that too, the famous fearless Corbeau? But wait, that makes it sound like we're the bad guys chasing those Gengar from their home. What? He wasn't here before. Looks like you didn't take care of every last troublemaker, did you? Now that's sloppy work. He wasn't here before! What are you gonna do with that Pokemon? I'll look after it and see how things go. This is just a wild Gengar. It's like, you're mine now. I mean, I did that with the first one that I caught, but it's different when you just walk up to it and be like, hi. See, if I would have done that, I would have attacked because I threw a Pokeball at one of them and the other two are just like, let's freeze him. Anyways, I feel bad chasing it out of its home. I think we can live together, at least for now. Well then, I've got your next job lined up already. I need to help out one of my people. He'll be on the riverbank near the electrical substation. I need to take care of some undesirable elements down there. So now we're garbage disposal? Yes, absolutely. Straight into the next one. Before I make any kind of decision on Absol's team spot, let's go into the boxes and see what level they get. 42. Okay, so it wouldn't be that bad. It has Icy Wind and Haze. I think the other two did as well. I don't think... We do have some ice coverage, don't we? Yeah. We got Ice Punch on Lucario and Ampharos. And Ice Beam on Feraligatr. So we got plenty of ice coverage. Which is helpful in case we encounter any dragon types. I don't know if Zygarde's ground typing helps or hurts the effectiveness of ice type on, because I know that he's the quote unquote box art legendary of this game. Here's that. We'll stick with Absol for right now, and maybe in between episodes or streams or whatever, I'll train up the Gengar and see if it would be a good replacement, because I really do want to use the Gengar. That and Mega Gengar is sick, so a lot better like overall in my opinion than Absol's Mega. I mean, Absol's Mega is good, but they always treat Gengar right with the special forms. So we're gonna move him over here. And that's all we'll do with that one for right now. How far do we have to go? Yeah, we're just gonna try fast travel. I was gonna like express any more like thoughts I had on the matter. But I don't really. I've spieled all I can about whether or not whether or not I should swap them out or anything. So I've said my piece on the matter, so I don't really think there's any more to touch on it. Alright. What do you want? Oh, so this is just how we get to the sewers now? I was trying to like figure out from here on out. I don't know how I didn't see the like. Did we just not notice this doorway, or was it just not available before? Because I know that we went down to the sewers through the fountain thing, and it stayed frozen for quite a bit, so I just figured that might have been how we get the sewers. Because I know that like there's supposed to be Pokemon and stuff like that down here that you can really only get down here. So I've been trying to figure out how that was going to happen without looking it up. So I guess this is how it is. You destroy all the Mega Crystals in here in the sewers. There's lots of them, be ready to break a sweat. You can keep any Mega Shards that you find. When you destroy the Mega Crystals, good luck. So it's just a Mega Crystal clearing thing? Okay. I gotta clear 27. Okay. I was trying to wait for it to turn around, but It did not seem. It was way too in the curious mode to turn around. So I was like, you know, I'm just gonna. It worked out. Another one on the wall. I'm not bothering with the one on the wall. I've been missing. Okay. Wait. Alright, no. You wanna check and see if I have any dusk balls? Oh, I woke up the other night at. Oops. I was missing one. Ah. Should have run that little one shot again. That would have been. I mean, I guess I was trying to not use that one. The air slash. What's the air slash, right? Because that's the one I like to use on the crystals. Yeah, okay. I'll leave the rest of it. Chunks of mega power. That guy's questing once. Well, mega power. Yeah. Anyways, they're gone, so let's go. You know, the rest syndicate are kind of like very kind of slimy. Thanks for taking care of that pesky mess down there. Say it is true. Is it true you're going around calming rogue mega evolved Pokemon? I can't say. Please, there's no point in hiding it. As I already told you, we're always watching. No, but I felt like the right response. One more question. I know a guy showed up after you calmed one of the rogue Pokemon recently. Who is he? This is called L. I don't even know his real name. Huh. Well, that gentleman, his name is Lysander. Yep, called it. I was like, that's gotta be. How could he not be? Like I said, I didn't play the original X and Y games. And I'm gonna preface that almost every time I bring up this plot point. Just so everyone's clear that, like, I did not play an X or Y games. I actually did not play any of the 3DS Pokemon games. I didn't have a 3DS. But I was unsure if the end for Lysander's story in those games was like, yep, he's dead, or like, could he have possibly survived whatever, like, fate did. So it is good to know that the guy that looks very much like an older Lysander and goes by just L is definitely Lysander. Okay. Good. So we've got a continuation of Lysander's story. So we've technically, like, this plot point right here is the continuation, along with AZ's stuff, on a continuation, like a sequel, like XY2 would have been that, or like the Pokemon Z that people are saying that this game is, which that's perfectly fine. They could have just called it Pokemon Z and like had it be this way, but I figured they just wanted to name it this way so it could be a Legends game and not a mainline game. So it is what it is, but I am glad that this is being like 100% like it's Lysander. Okay. He is or was a very wealthy and generous businessman. He helped me out when I was a kid, provided me with support since I have no family to rely on. I don't know why he did what he did 5 years ago. Okay, so it's been 5 years. Dang, that ending must have been really rough on the guy because it looked like it aged him. I mean, granted, I think the thing he was messing around with was the very thing that made AZ immortal. So, yeah. But anyways, I don't know why he did what he did 5 years ago or what he's been up to since. But if he's alive, that means I can repay him for everything he's done for me. Oh. But look at me talking to myself. You better not breathe a word of this to anyone, understand? Well, what if I want to tell Lysander that you want to talk to him? Is that not allowed? Because you said anyone. So let's be real here. Anyone who includes Lysander himself, who is more likely to see me again than he is to see you again. So, take that as what you will. Otherwise, that interest, it might become a lot more of an issue. See, like, he's scummy like that, but like the things that he's having us do are making me think like he's just a crappy, cynical, but also do-gooder. It's weird. It's like a lone shark, but wants to do the right things for the people. It's a very conflicting thing. Like, oh, want to like help, like take care of Pokemon that are like messing around with some guy who's trying to move into a building, or trying to clear up the sewers from Mega Crystals. Like, none of these things are like icky, scummy criminal activities. But this guy is literally holding interest from a debt that we didn't accumulate, technically, over our heads. It's weird. It's a very, very nuanced, like... I know a lot of villains in a lot newer stories are, like, either tragic villains or twist villains and stuff like that. There's not a whole lot of, like, evil just for evil's sake villains like there were back in, like... I don't want to, like, do a specific time frame, but, like... I will. So, like, the Saturday morning cartoons of, like, the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. For instance, like, the original Transformers, the G.I. Joes, like, all that stuff like that. Like, the bad guys were bad just so they could be bad. There was no, like, tragic backstory that led them down this path, and that they're really a good soul deep down, but they're so hurt that they've become this kind of thing. And there's no, like, twist villains of, like, I've been playing good this whole time just so I could, like, take the advantage over everything and, like, be on top. But nowadays we get more of that because we want to humanize and we want to, like, have some kind of relatable things to the villains, and I do think it makes for good storytelling. But, like, for this sake, it's like, okay, this guy's the loan shark. Like, he could be this one can be evil for evil's sake. Like, hell, even Lysander was kind of evil for evil's sake, but that's because X and Y happened during a time frame where that was still a very norm for bad guy stuff. And now we've got Legends DA. Lysander might have that, like, redemption arc kind of thing, which is a lot of times accompanied with these kind of, like, tragic villains and stuff like that. So I'm not knocking the story. I'm not trying to be like this, that, but I am just, like, elaborating on the kind of thought process that's going on when I'm looking at these kind of characters in this story. Because, like, this character right here, Corbeau, I'm gonna say Corbeau. Corbeau is a very tricky to wrap my head around character. I can't think of the word for it. I think there is, like, a singular word that could use to describe something like that. But right now, he's not really someone that I can wrap my head around. He's, like, very short-tempered, very conniving, very cynical, very, like, scummy in a way, like, I'm just gonna hold this debt over your head even though it's not even your debt, it's just your friend's debt. So because of that, I have leverage over you. And now, you just have to take care of the interest by being my lackey. And then let Tawny worry about the original debt. But, on the other hand, what he's doing with the Rust Syndicate, what they're doing for the city and for the people are nice things. They're good services for the people. Like, they want help, they help you out, like, things. So it's like, it's kind of it's a weird thing. And I know that Tawny got in the mess that she's in, that we're in now, because, like, she wanted to help people and they helped her help people. And then and helped with the Hotel Z promotional thing, which apparently didn't even do anything because Team MZ is pretty much the only guests in the hotel. So it is what it is. He's a complex character, and I don't even know where to begin with figuring him out. Anyway, I have another job for you. We had a little problem with some outsiders causing trouble on our turf. It might get nasty. It's starting to sound more like the more stereotypical job that I was expecting from the Rust Syndicate. Causing it, but you should be able to handle it, right? handle it for me, right? You'll know what's up if you head to the battle court near Central Plaza. Go and take care of it. With the boss's orders, better listen to him. I don't need your lip. So I just have access to that? Yep, I just have access to that now. Okay. And this is in the Magenta district. Oh, I just have a fast travel here. Okay, I don't even have to remember where it is. Like, I just have I've got a fast travel. Okay. Didn't really get much access to the sewers. It wasn't very expansive. I thought it was going to be like almost a map under the map thing, but so far we've had little pockets of sewer exploration. There might be like an access point that we get later on that'll be more expansive, or they might just have that one become more open than what we just got associated with. And there I go around walking when I could be fast traveling. Pokemon Center. Alright, we're gonna heal up before we take care of anything else. I do want to check one thing. Yeah, the day-night cycle is indeed still ticking. Okay. It hasn't really seemed like it's become night since we started this quest. So. Outsiders? Is it just these kids? Or what's going on here? Now for your Roselia, I'd strongly suggest having it learn a special move, Giga Drain. It's true that its current move, Poison Sting, has an appealing and additional effect. However, you should note that it's a physical type move, and I would also suggest Calcium for Roselia, but I realize that your pocket money might be limited. Are you here for some battle advice as well? Not from you. Can you talk to these fancy pants for us? They're from the Society of Battle Connoisseurs. We were just having battles on our own when they came up and started lecturing us. I bet they're just trying to show off to us because nobody their own age will put up with them. You think you can take us on? You do look somewhat capable. If nothing else, it should provide a nice warm-up for our next gathering. Very well, if you feel ready to face the two of us, then come speak to me. Is this going to be a double battle? Seem quite confident in your skills, but do you really think you can beat us both? Beat both about the same thing. Of course. Wait, double battle doesn't really make... I'm way too ingrained into like the normal battle system. I completely forgot that like this is the... Even though I've already done it multiple times during the stream, I forgot it was the real-time battle system. So you could do like 2 versus 1 with that. We participate in very advanced battles at the Society of Battle Connoisseurs. Let me show you a glimpse of our skill. We are challenged by Francois of the SCB, or SBC, not SCP. SBC. It's a Garbite. That's a Charizard. I'm switching. So dragon types, okay. Good thing I switched to Feraligatr, which is currently not a dragon type unless I'm Mega. But has my dragon and ice coverage. So, but I was taking both of you on. Must remain classy even when conquered. I don't like how you word things. Honestly, this location is just too drab for my Pokemon to show their full potential. Yeah, sure, whatever excuse you want to make. I'll make sure the name of the Society of Battle Connoisseurs remains untarnished. Prefer yourself, for I am far stronger than him. My love for Pokemon and battles knows no bounds. Sure, whatever you say. That's fairy type. I don't have anything for that. Haha, get frozen. Like, so what? I'm trapped by a web. You were trapped there too, because you done got froze. I must appear luminous, even in loss. That one's a little bit better than the other one. Also, we're both members of Jacinth's illustrious Society of Battle Connoisseurs. Should be able to defeat the two of us. This will leave a stain on the reputation of our esteemed society and tarnish our brand. I think we need to call for reinforcements to sort this out. Hello there, you two. I hear word you've been acting like you own this place. Too bad you had to go and lose to a kid. People are on edge as it is these days. What with all the wild Pokemon showing up in town, hardly seems like a good time to be going around troubling our city's children, now does it? You're a couple of the rest syndicate, aren't you? The one who fancies himself some kind of outlaw hero for the masses. So you sent the poor here to humiliate us. Well, we'll have our revenge someday. They were really tall. Like, I know, like, my character's supposed to be a kid, and these guys, and the ones up front here are supposed to be like little kids. But as far as I know, Corbeau is like an adult. And like, I know AZ's really freaking tall, but like, most of the adults that we see around town and stuff like that are like around our height. And then there's these two that are just like, not quite AZ, like lanky. He's immortal. We're just gonna like put that out there. He's immortal. He's probably grown continuously, and he will probably be even more gigantic in the future. And I hope we never ever have a story that sees that kind of like monstrosity on screen. But AZ aside, okay, these guys were pretty tall. And I didn't quite realize that until Corbeau showed up. Because, like, I knew they were taller than my character, and like, there's the thought process of like, yes, these are adults. My guy is a kid, like maybe like a preteen or whatever, so should be about adult height, but not quite. And the little kids, of course, the little kids. And then Corbeau, adult, walks up, and they are looking down at him, and I'm like, these people are tall, like tall, not like, you know, of course, AZ tall, but like they're tall. You all should head home for today too, kiddos. Watch out for any strangers. Yeah, I'm glad you got us out of that. Thank you. I don't think of myself as a hero, you know. Someone has to take action, that's all. Anyway, you really are strong, aren't you? And yet you don't boast or show off. Why? Nobody even knows that you're the one calming Pokemon. You're an interesting one. Please, I must ask you to desist this ridiculous... What's happening now? You're coming with me to find out. So bossy! Oh, I thought it was these two. Oh good, it's Tawny and the owner of Quasartico and stuff. As I have said many times already, there is absolutely no cause for you to be concerned. You say that, but who knows what you're doing behind the scenes. The number of wild zones keeps increasing. Isn't that the true goal of your redevelopment plan? And Corbeau, sir? Now here's an unexpected pairing, the CEO of Quasartico and Tawny together, huh? Care to explain all the ruckus? You've heard the rumors that Quasartico is behind all the wild Pokemon coming to the city, right? We want to hear the truth from the CEO. But those rumors are ridiculous. Came here because I heard these people might try to start something with Quasartico, and good thing I did. This crowd won't listen to reason. And who are you two? We're trying to keep our city safe. If you're going to get in our way, then you'll have to face my Pokemon. Always with the keep our city safe. Don't make me laugh. Tawny, get the president away from this mess. Got it. This way, Bam. Well, isn't this an interesting turn of events? Though I'm not sure how I ended up protecting a scoundrel who won't even repay a debt. Be kinder than you act. Give me a break. Nice people don't end up in my line of work. Still, I can't abandon folks who are in trouble. That's below even me. Now, come on. Come on now. I'll lend a hand. That makes 2 against 1. I never said I'd play nice. Challenged by the representative of Lumio's safety group. And I have a pincer. Okay. Thanks. Got no comeback to the sound of beating like that. Yeah. Where did you come from? You're so strong. But we'll uncover the evil deeds of Quasartico someday. You haven't seen The Last of Us. Wow. That's what every defeated villain says. I guess originality wasn't their strong suit. My Scolipede is pretty strong though, huh? It just went first. It's fine. Thanks for the help. Glad you came when you did. I was at a loss for how to handle that many people. And thank you too, Corbeau, sir. Don't worry about it. Couldn't have you getting injured, otherwise we'd have to wait even longer to get our money. Now that we mind you're racking up more interest. Oh, not that we. Besides, the rest syndicate deals in favors, not violence. So, you there, Quasartico present lady. What that rabble was going on about, how the wild Pokemon are coming back here because of Quasartico, any truth to that? First allow me to offer my thanks for your help. And what is true is that we at Quasartico aim to make Lumios into a place where people and Pokemon can coexist in harmony. However, we also know it is unreasonable to simply dream we can live alongside wild Pokemon with no protections needed. Our holotech encloses the wild Pokemon to keep Lumios people safe, though I also hope to someday remove all such walls between us. Yeah, I really hope that's true. Be a shame for something to happen to the city. I do love this place in spite of everything I've been through here. Well, thanks for putting in a bit of overtime, kid. I'll be in touch. You're the one of the other Pokemon trainers that Vinny reports to me about, I believe? And you stay with AZ at his hotel? I hope you'll continue to help us keeping Lumios safe. I'll stick with the president. Jet. I forgot her name is Jet. Okay. And make sure she gets back okay. I'd ask Vinny to handle it, but apparently he's off dealing with some of the urgent thing. Why don't you head back to the hotel for now, and I bet Lito's worried about you. Though I guess that's funny coming from me, the one who's caused everyone all this worry. Yeah, that's rich. Nighttime, right? Yep. Alrighty, so let's get back. That is not the right button. Let's get back to the hotel. You're back. Do you think that was our last job for the Rust Syndicate? I'm the one doing all the jobs for the Rust Syndicate, and you guys are like, I hope that's our last. And like, you do our? What do you mean our? You mean mine? No, I don't think so. Hard to say. Either way, it sounds like the work they're giving us is just doing good deeds around Lumios. You were breaking Mega Crystals to help Pokemon and giving aid to people in need, right? Well, yeah, when you boil it down that way, it sounds like plain old volunteer work. But you wouldn't think it's all so innocent if you'd seen Corbeau when he got angry. He's terrifying. What's that got to do with anything? Hey, good work today. There's something I'd like to discuss. Stop by our office alone, please. I'll be waiting. Is that the Rust Syndicate calling you? I'm pretty sure it's on speaker if it's like that far away from my face, so you should be able to hear everything. But alright. Yep. I knew it. I don't know what kind of bad luck gets you caught up in so much stuff. I'm sorry, I can't do more than cross my fingers and hope you get back safely. Right. Let's see. Where's the rest? Syndicate. Please. This is always so off-putting. It's like a freaking cult in here. We've been waiting for you. Now then, into the elevator, please. He's here, boss. Thanks for coming in. Is this another job? You're one interesting kid, aren't you? Running odd jobs to help a friend, calming down rogue Pokemon, it's all pretty impressive. More than anything, I love that you can hold your own in battle. So I've decided you're done working for us. I'll clear the interest as promised. What? 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 I mean, cool, awesome, great, yay. But what? I thought this was the beginning of what is kind of like Emma's stuff, where we have side quests and stuff from now, both Emma's stuff and this. And it's just, whoop, it's gone. It was one main mission. One. Did 3 jobs this afternoon. Then helped, well, you know, basically just like poked and prodded with my Pokemon as his Scolipede just like laser targeted that one random NPC's Pokemon to clear off a disturbance. And he's just like, you guys are done. Congrats. With how much crazy level of interest that we were supposed to be working off, which is done in an afternoon. It feels like it's cut short. Like, I'm glad that we are free from this debt. I'm glad that this interest and stuff like that. He was literally just holding it over our head, like, it could be more of a problem if you say anything to anyone about Lysander earlier this afternoon. And then here we are in the evening time, that same day. Free to go. Well, now I'm just gonna blab about Lysander to everyone. No, I'm just kidding. I could now though, because the interest is gone. It's been official. Like, okay, we're in the clear now, right? Because if I hit this A button and like it leads to like more crap from them, then it's like whatever I just said just goes right out the window before it. So, right? But that's not actually why I called you here. You see, I wanted to have you, or I wanted to have a proper, no-holds-barred battle. This is a promotion match announcement for the opponent for your next promotion match has been decided. You're to face trainer Corbeau, rank D. The trainer who wins will be promoted to rank C. Well, that's just how plot goes, doesn't it? promotion. And like my training up of my Pokemon in the meantime between streams, I got all the tickets I needed. So, alright then. Isn't that interesting? My next opponent in the ZA Royale. Fate itself is telling us we need to battle. I mean, literally, if you would have been like, hey, I hope we, like, can battle sometime. I really want to, like, have at it. And then, like, you let me go my way, and then my next promotion match just happened to be you, that would have also worked. I still would have been like, okay, that's my promotional match. I need to do this. But this is all just like in a row here. Right, you are, boss. Sick. Didn't we just go from main mission 20 to now 24? That's not making sense. Okay, so you have a challenger's ticket? Yep. I love it when someone's well prepared, we can get right to our promotional match. It's like they knew I was gonna grind. Alright. You have that challenger's ticket ready? So I really ought to thank Tawny for introducing me to an amazing trainer, like amusing trainer like you. Now then, let's get this started. The best part of battling is facing a trainer who's got talent and then sending them home crying. There's the not so niceness that I was expecting. You're acquainted with Lysander too, yeah? That's proof enough for me that you are no pushover. Want to experience every drop of your skill as a Pokemon trainer. I barely even know the guy. Oh, come on. Let's not argue semantics. I didn't have any other dialogue options, but would have been arguing semantics. Get verified, get ready to start the match. People, Pokemon, we all get covered in the grind of the world as we go through life. The city needs people willing to get their hands dirty cleaning up all the mess. As a kid, I had no home, nowhere to go until Lumios gave me a place where I could belong. I am to protect this city in any way I can. And for that, I need more influence. I need to reach rank A. For now, I'm just gonna enjoy my battle with you to the fullest. Poison types. Okay. Here it is. Can I move? Thank you. Look up. Fire spin. Fire blast. Haha. Mega Skull appeared, which I think is still like steel type or type. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's still weak to fire. So let's see if we can quickly set up another fire spin and get another fire blast going. I know Gardevoir is probably not the best suit, but like it's something. Oh, okay, Psychic type. Okay. Oh, that's disappointing. I wasn't able to let Scolipede fully shot. Happens. Your victory is confirmed. Congratulations, now processing your promotion. Only 2 more ranks to go, which means I'm hopefully close to the end game. I do have the DLC stuff, don't worry about that. I pre-ordered the DLC for when we finally get there. There's promoted. Don't know if Lysander's... Okay. Don't know if Lysander sees your talent, but I do. I see what you can bring to the city. For the TM as a sign of my respect. It's for the move Gunk Shot. You should have all your Pokemon learn it. I don't think all of my Pokemon can learn it. Thanks again. It was a good battle. You know, you're not a terrible person. You're just kind of a annoyingly cynical. Hey, you know, we could use someone like you in this rest syndicate. What do you say? I'm a member of Team MZ, so fair enough. I respect you sticking with your group. Team MZ must be one heck of a team, especially with you on it. Though I don't think I'm quite done with you yet. I'll see you at Hotel Z. Oh. Completely unfounded, like, super serious stare, like, I'm not done with you yet. It's like, okay. Okay. Croissant curry, my favorite. Way to go. Beat Corbeau and you're a rank higher too. But the rest syndicate will keep off our backs now that you defeated Corbeau. It would look pathetic if they kept trying to boss us around after a loss like that. They won't fully leave us alone until we pay back Tawny what Tawny owes them though. So it's time for us to chip in as a team and clear Tawny's debt. Just when I'd finally started saving up some real money from my sewing commissions. You better be chipping in too. At least once we pay this off, we can be free of the Rust Syndicate for good. I don't want to have anything else to do with this. I'm so sorry everyone, I promise I'll pay all of you back as soon as I can. At least we're all getting it sorted out. You've at least managed to take care of whatever was pulling you away this whole time, Tawny? Yeah, it worked out okay. Trying to keep the president of Quasartico safe. Funny thing is, Corbeau showed up to help. Hey, do you think the Rest Syndicate is gonna add one more to my debt for that? If so, I guess it's back to doing unpaid labor. Hello, anyone here? Oh gosh, I guess. Oh, don't go rushing out. No. So this is Hotel Z. Not bad at all. What are you doing here? Oh no, you're gonna help us have the whole rest of to get battling Pokemon here, like you said. Please don't, we just need a little more time. We'll pay Honey's whole debt back. Now, what's got you all on edge? Think about it. What do most people come to hotels for? To book a room, correct? Or what? Is Hotel Z too fancy for the likes of me? If you'd like a room, I'd be happy to get you checked in, sir. Follow me, please. Really are huge, old man. You know, word on the street is you're 3,000 years old. If you would put your name down here. Of course, give me your best room, please. Occupation? I'll put down handyman. They're all filled out. Bet you didn't expect me to have such a neat handwriting. You'll find the elevator right over here, sir. It's time for me to retire. A pleasant evening to you all. What's going on? What is this about? Couldn't possibly guess. Well, he's our guest now, so we'd better make sure he's good. He has a good stay. That's a part of reaching rank C. That's. I can't say that was the most eventful day we've had in Lumio City. But it's certainly up there. Well, that was a surprisingly good night's sleep. Who's in charge of your housekeeping? That'd be me, sir. Very nice work, kid. During was spotless, I could tell care went into every detail, every corner. You even prepared a special breakfast for Scolipede and the crew. Here's what I owe you for a nice day. And here's a tip for you, kid. Sure, this is a little too generous. Don't worry about it. Everyone knows I'm a good tipper. Jeez. Well, thank you very much. Boss, I'm here to escort you back to the office, sir. Oh, if it isn't Tawny. Not that long. We would really appreciate it if you could repay it soon. Now, if possible. Oh, right. I just happen to have a full amount here. Very good. Must always return what you borrow. It's important to follow rules like this in life. Our business here is done. Time to head back. It's been a pleasure. Let's both keep doing what we can for Lumios, yeah? He's such an odd character. Where are the rest Syndicate people like this? Done with cleaning the rooms and everything. Yep, all finished. Also checked the unused rooms, freshened up the toiletries, all that. Still can't believe that the rest Syndicate actually showed up at the hotel, and that tip. Maybe it's some kind of honor among thieves thing or something. Like they felt bad for us. Seems like they kinda like Jacob after all. Whatever their deal is, I'm finally debt-free, no more sketchy loans for me. Yeah, I should hope not. Lita. Naveen. A moment, please. course. Sure, AZ. What are these? The Mega Rings and Mega Stones you two will need to Mega Evolve your partners. Wait, for real? But Mega Rings are super precious and valuable, aren't they? Neither of us are ranked terribly high in the ZA Royale either. No matter. You two have been helping Jacob ease the suffering of Pokemon undergoing rogue Mega Evolution. If anything, I should have given these to you sooner. You have my apologies. Please don't apologize. I'll take these gratefully. Same here. Thanks, AZ. Oh yeah, look at us. Mega Evolution users. Alita, isn't your partner still a Staryu? Staryu can't Mega Evolve. It has to evolve into a Starmie. Pokemon only can Mega Evolve when they aren't capable of evolving any further. But that aside, I want to be the first to face my soon-to-be Mega Scrafty. Oh, I want you to be the first. Okay. Wait. I was just about to challenge him too. Why not have him take you both on? Let's make it a whole team activity. We'll all meet in the battle court near here. Alright. So, we are free of the Rust Syndicate. And completely, like, debt-free, interest-free, all that good stuff. Alright? And Corbeau is a very odd character, confusing where his morals lie, but it overall swings in the positive direction, so we'll take that. And we're rank C. So that means we got 2 more ranks until we're the top, and I believe that is when the actual main story is going to wrap up, and then we've probably got some post-main story stuff in the main game to take care of. I don't know if we'll do all the side quests, but we might just, depending on how many there are, we might just have a stream dedicated to knocking as many, if not all of them out. As many as we can, or all of them. I don't know if I'll include that in the actual, like, ZA playthrough playlist, or, like, the ZA playlist on my YouTube channel. Or not. But I still don't even know if I'm going to do that as a thing. So it all depends on, like, how many side quests there are and what all that needs to be done and stuff like that. And, like, if any of them are important to post main game pre-DLC content. I know that I do have the mystery gift things that give us both, I think, the Mew and Deontay, or Mewtwo. Is it Mewtwo? I think it's, yeah, because Mewtwo has Megas, Mew does not. So the Mewtwo thing and the Deontay thing I have. So the order of operations as it stands right now is finish the main game, do post main story pre-DLC stuff, and or side quests, which include Mewtwo and Deontay's quests. And I know that the Mystery Gift gave me side quests and the Mega Stones. Or the side quest will give me the Mega Stones and the Pokemon for the Mega Stones. So we got that going. Once that is done, then we will move on to the Mega Dimensions DLC stuff. I don't know what all that entails. I've only seen a glimpse of, like, Mega Space or whatever it's called. Like, it's like a kind of like a parallel dimension, dream dimension looking, like grayscale-ish version of Lumiose. I have seen the most briefest of, like, glimpses at what the DLC actually has, which I'm surprised because the the game and the DLC have been out for a bit. So I have managed to stay mostly spoiler free. The only things that I've had spoiled for me for this game are the Mega Evolution forums, and that is because I watch other Pokemon content, and it's kind of hard to like not hear about them. That and my go-to Pokedex app, Prodex, available on iOS. I don't know if it's available on Android, but like available on iOS, has the megas and stuff updated and stuff like that. So I kind of just I can't, when a new form or new mega or whatever you want to call it comes out, I'm gonna see it. There's no getting around that. But as far as like story beats and like content for the actual like games and stuff like that, I can usually keep a good lid on it. There are two or three videos from a popular Pokemon content creator that I've held off on because they are specifically labeled like, this is about the DLC and this is a, so I've like skipped over them, and I'll go back and watch them after I've done this all. But that's pretty much the game plan. I'm saying that because I'm wrapping up this stream. We will get to seeing Mega Scrafty and potentially Mega Starmie if Lita evolved her Pokemon. Who knows? In the next one. So I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, make sure to show your support on both Twitch and YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, if that is where you're watching this on, then there will be links to my friends' channels in the description below, as well as my social media just below that. And there will be a video and a playlist on screen for you guys to continue your watching journey here on the channel. And with all that said, I will see you guys there.